Hello there and welcome to Star Wars 1000. Star Wars question of the day: was Kylo Ren considered a Sith? Well, according to J.J. Abrams, during the time of the release of The Force Awakens, he said Kylo Ren and Snoke both weren't Sith. They were something else, something that came from the unknown regions. So, I guess the video is over. Kylo Ren is not a Sith, according to J.J. Abrams. Not exactly, because it turns out Snoke wasn't actually from the unknown regions, or maybe he is, I'm not really sure, but either way, he comes from Palpatine, and Palpatine is a Sith, and if Snoke is somehow connected to Palpatine, wouldn't that make Snoke a Sith too, technically? And wouldn't that also mean Kylo Ren is a Sith? We don't have a definitive answer for that question, but I'm gonna guess that Kylo Ren does not study the Sith code, so I don't think he could be considered a Sith, and I don't understand how Snoke can come from Palpatine but also not be a Sith, unless Palpatine just did not train Snoke to be a Sith. It's really weird and confusing, in my opinion. Maybe you guys understand it more than I do. I personally do not get it, but either way, I believe Kylo Ren is not considered a Sith, even though Snoke comes from Palpatine, and Palpatine is a Sith. Also, we never see Kylo Ren get yellow eyes. He's been conflicted throughout the sequel trilogy. I guess we could call Kylo Ren, first off, he's part of the Knights of Ren, but he's also could be considered just a fallen Jedi, but it was throughout conflicted in the sequel trilogy, and then eventually goes back to the light side. But I don't believe he followed the Sith code, and the Sith is essentially a religion. So for Kylo Ren to become a Sith, or to be part of the Sith, he would need to follow the code and what they stand for, and I believe Snoke did not teach him the code. I believe Snoke just had Kylo Ren go off and do his own thing, just having himself feel enraged with the dark side. Maybe in a future comic we'll find out that Kylo Ren has apparently been following parts of the Sith code, and also he doesn't have the name Darth, so I guess there's kind of a hint there that he's not actually a Sith. It's kind of weird because Snoke is connected to the Clone Emperor, and the Clone Emperor is a Sith, so why wouldn't Snoke be a Sith, and why wouldn't Snoke teach Kylo Ren the ways of the Sith? So that's the part that does get confusing, and that's why it's not a definitive yes or no, even though J.J. Abrams said back in The Force Awakens that Kylo Ren wasn't actually a Sith. I don't think their intentions at all were to actually bring the Emperor back and bring back the Sith in episode 9, and turns out all of this was just a big plan from the Emperor, and his plan was to get himself cloned and have this big final order thing come to life, and to bring the Sith back for real, and all this other stuff. But no, I do not believe Kylo Ren is a Sith, even though things do get confusing in episode 9. It's not 100% clear. As it stands right now, it could turn out later down the line that apparently Kylo Ren did learn some things from the Sith code. So, to wrap up the video, may the Force be with you always.